All right, we are going to go inside. We're going to do a commercial bid for removing wallpaper, prepping walls, painting walls, and then option 2, removing wallpaper and then installing new wallpaper. So let's go inside and see what we're looking at, and we'll give you a breakdown of what we're going to look at and how we give a price on it. Let's go! All right, so we are doing the walkthrough on this. So again, existing wallpaper, it's approximately 23 years old. It looks really good for 23 years old. I am impressed. However, what they want to do is take the paper that's here, because they're updating carpet, updating the baseboards, leaving the color on the trim, but they want different paper or an option for paint. So what they call this for is they wanted to know removing the paper, the cost of that, and then fixing walls in paint, and then they wanted an option for painting the wallpaper, and then they wanted an option for papering over existing wallpaper. So I just want to go through those real quick. So I'm going to go first with papering over paper, and in this case, wallpapering vinyl over vinyl, which is against it's a national fire code actually, because of the caustic nature of vinyl. It's petroleum based, so the fire hazard, if it goes up, it's apparently there's a fire someplace, it's not good. So you can actually be held personally liable if there's a fire and there's paper over paper and you did that. So we don't even option that. Aside from the fire code, we can't know what's behind here, and we don't know how this was put on before. So when we introduce new wallpaper over existing wallpaper, all these seams are liable for moisture. All these little areas can get moisture because primer has to go on here, paste has to go on here, and this paper was intended to be adhered to the wall with the paste that's behind it. We're introducing new wallpaper onto this wallpaper with new wallpaper paste, means this existing paper now is stressed and has to carry the weight load of new paper, new primer, new paste onto what was intended for a single layer of paper. So with that, the likelihood of failure is exponentially high and can cause not only the initial paper to come off, but it can cause all this to start peeling, and now everything starts peeling off. And it may not happen here, but where it will happen is right there, and up there, as well as down there. So we don't do it because as great as this wall looks, we can't guarantee how the new paper is going to wrap here. We can't guarantee if there's a hole like these, if it's not going to pucker and peel. So we don't install vinyl wallpaper over vinyl wallpaper at all. The other option they talked about was painting over the existing wallpaper. Just like papering, we can't guarantee how this is adhered to the wall, and we can't guarantee how sound it is. So in order to paint this, you're going to see all this texture that you see here. It's going to come through on the paint, which doesn't look good. And then painting, what happens with all these? You know, are you going to caulk all this kind of stuff? And then these areas where old holes are, they have to be fixed. So you're going to have a perfectly smooth area, and you have this rough area, so it's going to look funky. And then again, you're introducing more moisture to the wallpaper than it was originally designed for, creating stress and creating just an opportunity for the wallpaper that's here to fail. So that's another reason we just don't paint over wallpaper. You're asking for failure, you're asking for problems later down the road. So what we're going to do is give them an estimate to remove all the paper that's here, prep walls. We can average, if it's been done right, we know approximately it's going to be like $1.35 to $1.55 a square foot or yard that we're going to pull all this stuff off of here, sand all the existing or older adhesive that was here, and then we're gonna clean the paste that was on the wall, and then after it's cleaned, we'll do spot repairs where it's needed, and then we'll put primer up and then repaint. So that's kind of the system process of what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it for these areas. I gotta measure all these walls to find out how much square footage we have. So estimate 1 that we're giving is stripping everything, prepping the walls, painting everything. Estimate 2 is stripping everything, minor prep, repriming the walls, and then estimating for new commercial paper. So that is what we are here doing today. So there's that's the whys of why we are not putting commercial paper over paper, why we are not painting over commercial wallpaper. Instead, we're gonna give a price to strip it and paint, strip it, rehang new. So those are 3 questions we had this week, all wrapped up in one video, so this is great. If you got questions on removal, price for removal, and what we just talked about, definitely give us a call. We can kind of walk you through our process like we did them that had us out here for an estimate. If you have other questions that we didn't answer, please let us know. Love to see how we can help you. Love the space you're in, or in this case, commercial shared offices and commercial wallpaper. You guys have a great day. God bless.